Okay. Then Jaeger, Armando, you guys awaken at the campfire. Um, Yule is awake, cleaning things up. The two of you wake up around 9:30, almost 10. A little late in the day for both of you, but you were up a little late.
Oh,
How's my stomach?
Now you're fine. A little hungry. Um, could probably use some water or something.
Still out in the woods.
Yeah, but
Can
not
make
too
a soup.
terribly far away from the edge of town or anything. Just beyond some farms on the edge of the Ecclesian Quarter. 20-minute walk.
Home is that way.
Nah, not needed. Like I said, you could literally come out or stand up from where you laid down and just kind of look around and get your bearings. Be like, oh, that way.
yes, home is that way, but we're going to go this way and go back to the Rusty Knuckle.
Ecclesia is a far way off.
Fine
For now.
for now.
All right.
No, I need to go back to
Everyone
the
at the
yachting camp. I need to speak with someone, the chieftain, before he goes. Would you come with me, Armando?
Aye.
Yule?
No, I believe I have things to get ready at the ship.
Aye. Well, see you at the ship then.
Believe it or not, I am a busy man.
I believe. I can believe it. All right.
Um, I'm not going to say anything, but I kind of give him a side eye because I'm pretty sure he's on shore leave right now.
Yes.
But as I said, not going to say anything, just going to let it go. Go with Jaeger.
Okay. You guys make it to the camp.
Yes.
Um, they seem to be taking their time, breaking down tents, packing up, so on and so forth.
Okay.
No. Wait at the edge of the bridge.
Yeah, Running Bear would hail both of you across the bridge.
Chief Running Bear, I would ask another moment of your time.
Approach.
I would take a knee. Upon my arrival back in Ecclesia, I do not think my uncle would grant me the rights of the trial of manhood so that I might test him I was thinking before you left, might you prepare a trial of manhood for me when I return back to Ecclesia at your tribe? That I might go and see my uncle as a man.
And so it seems you've thought things through and have decided you will return home.
Yes, chieftain. That is my desire.
Hmm. While I hate your uncle, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's done. I believe he did it purposefully, attempting to goad the Sky Pony into war with the Elk tribe. Hmm.
Allow me to
Even
inflict your...
though, go ahead.
If you would make me man, I would inflict your rage upon him. Spare my people. They are just suffering the tyrannical rule of a fool. A jealous, ambitious man who would sacrifice his own kin for gold and power.
Well, your uncle is a mighty man. He has many people willing to follow him through either fear or respect. Either way, the traditions stand in his favor. Um, I am loath to end your bloodline, however. I accept your offer. I believe it will infuriate your uncle, and he will believe it to still be an act of war. We will do it in silence. None need know. Till you are ready to show your hands, so to speak.
Love you, BB.
I believe you need to speak with your brother. He is a criminal amongst our people. If found, he will be stoned to death. You should make haste for your home, boy. When you make landfall, I'll make you a man.
Agreed. Thank you, chieftain. I look forward to our next meeting. I would stand up.
Yeah, he doesn't really say much more. Kind of stands with his arms folded across his chest.
Chief Running Bear. I step forward to address him directly.
Ah, Ecclesi, right? This is the name you go by.
De Ecclesi. It simply means from Ecclesia. It is where I learned my craft.
Conduct yourself as though you're Ecclesian, and I don't see any problem with it.
I have a gift
Wear
for
the
you.
name with honor.
I try. I
Ah,
have a gift for you.
okay.
As you do my brother honor, nodding to Jaeger, and I pull out and hand him the parchment. This formula should be passed to your wise men and women. Will help fight off any sicknesses that may ever trouble your people. Though yours are more hardy than those I was born to, still,
Yeah, he kind of begins to look over the paper. Odd look comes over his face. You're pretty sure he doesn't truly understand what he's looking at. His bottom lip kind of puckers outward, brow furrows, nods, rolls the paper up, and in two fingers on either hand, kind of holds it very delicately, turns and hands it to the man next to him, who then slides it inside of a scroll case. Turning, kind of places a hand over his breast and fist, bows his head at you, says, "You honor me. Your people have brought many illnesses that my people have not truly been able to combat. This should aid."
I look for a moment like I'm trying to figure out how to respond to that, and I just decide to just not. Just take it as it is.
Yes.
And I'd look over, seeing his. I would grab his hand and put it on his chest for him. He is honored by your praise, chieftain. Thank you.
Kind of side eye him, but then I do hold it and kind of give a little bow.
Yeah. Roll a sense motive.
Right. Oh boy. Seven.
Right. Yeah. Jaeger, did you roll one?
Uno memento. Clickety clack. Don't talk back. Come on. Sense motive, you say?
Yes, I did say.
Let me see. Does an 18 let me know anything?
Yes. Armando, he just kind of stands there, uh, staring, a bit stoic looking. However, Jaeger, you can see the slightly amused look and a bit of a smile dance around the edge of his eyes. Kind of smiles at the eye. Almost the way a father would watching two children attempt. He's like, "Oh, look at him."
Children playing make pretend in their father's suit.
Right. All you're
We'll
missing is the
carry your
giant
blessing
boots.
with grace. And may the winds be at your sails as you sail back home.
Yes. I believe you should make haste in whatever endeavor you have here.
I'm trying.
He motions at Armando.
Was that fun?
This man has more than just your interests at heart. And you should take great care because he has taken many a great pains to ensure that you make it home faster than even you have tried. I hope to see you home before the next new moon.
I will see what preparations I can make in the meantime.
A year
Let's
then.
see. No, not that long. Few months.
Oh, he's he's saying he hopes to see you before then, but at
Oh,
least that long.
well before
He's
then.
saying potentially at least that long. Okay. While you guys are finishing up that, everyone is awakening at the inn. Everyone being Leander and Genji. Sandoval, before the end of everything and everybody falling asleep, would have taken his leave. Having his own captain's quarters, prefers to sleep in them.
Mind you, don't think we got a whole lot of sleep, but we
At
were
this
up quite
point,
late. Huh?
That's fair. And so potentially all you did was go back to your quarters to wash up and come back. It's almost breakfast.
Basically.
Genji basically did the same thing. Went, splashed water on his face. Came back down to eat. He is already planning on a early night, unless matters require time.
And that's fair.
Honestly, here's the thing: to Genji's knowledge, there is nothing immediately going on. Like there are plans for the future. Like I believe he's aware of Yeager wanting to go home, needing to work on that. He knows that Armando's got. Trying to remember what he knows with Armando. He knows that Armando's got beef with somebody. But right now, to his knowledge, there is no immediate got to do this.
Right.
So he's planning to take the next couple days and just kind of relax.
Fair.
Pretty much since I've met this group, I've been running around going from one thing to another.
Yeah, they're pretty goal oriented.
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's also nice to take a breather. So, does Glitterbeard show up? Trying to remember. I feel like there
Sorry.
was.
Yes. Knowing that you are betting here, yes, he does show up.
Okay. Two of us are having breakfast together. Anyway, sorry, but so I do, raise my glass to my friend, to my comrade as he walks in. Kind of a hey. Wants to move over and join us. I'm not going to say no, but that's his decision.
Yes, Leander would sit at the head. There's a bench pulled up. Two of you. Sandoval coming in the front door. There's a place set for you as well. Beers, so on and so forth. Rum, whatever you'd like. Nah, it is here. You guys pretty much get the run of the mill. Or
rum with
the
some
top shelf.
marching powder on the rim like margarita salt.
There you go. Like I said, you get run of the mill or top shelf, however you'd like to do in here. Basically, there's not much of an in between. You're either drinking bottom shelf or you're drinking what's put up for Glitterbeard and his associates.
I'll drink whatever's offered, honestly.
Oh, only the finest. Glitterbeard is seated here, and I'll be honest, all he's trying to ever do when he's in scene with Genji is flatter Genji. So he spares no expense.
Entire dinosaur theme park? Wow.
For copyright reasons, I call it Pre-Neolithic Park.
Yeah, you guys sit and enjoy breakfast.
Make talk.
Yeah, Glitterbeard would ask, what happened the previous night. Heard there was pretty high stakes game took place here.
Was
Lay down. No. Lay down. Lay down.
It was.
Lay down.
It was, yeah.
Lay down.
I want to lay down.
Lay down.
Wasn't as
No.
exciting as it could have been, but that's probably for the
I gotta
best.
go to work.
It was not as exciting. Why? Because it didn't end in bloodshed?
I was saying that. No, it didn't. And as I said, that's probably for the best.
Yes. Yes, Lord Trimboli. It probably is. Tell me.
Nobody
Tell
was.
me.
Nobody
How
was
much
even
was
angry.
Oh, that's great. Kind of seeing the look on your face, he kind of, yes, great. Anyway, a very large pot. I know that many of the people around here, for all intents and purposes, and for lack of better terminology, are poor. So, how big is a big pot, Lord Trimboli?
About a great ship's worth.
Excuse, excuse me. I thought you said a great ship.
Aye.
So what you're saying is I'm losing a mint by not having a casino operated out of this joint. Someone fetch me Decker.
Potentially.
One of the workers kind of right away and leaves. Okay.
There was potentially a great ship in the offing, and it was mere friendly card game.
Friendly indeed. All right. Armando,
I've certainly seen people
Dagger,
stabbed
you
for
guys will
less.
be showing up at about this moment.
Morning. Sandoval, tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Do I have pine needles in my hair?
Maybe a couple.
Uh,
You could certainly do with a wash.
right now, I need food and watering. And then I need to get back to the forge. I need to finish that.
I missed
You're
you,
in luck.
Sandoval.
You're in
I
luck.
put
There
an arm
is
around him.
food and beer.
How you doing today, buddy?
Tired.
Late night. Rough on the entire crew, it would seem. Seems your quartermaster made his way back to the ship on his own.
Yes, you left. He said he had business to attend to on the ship.
Sandoval kind of scratches his head on that one.
Right, baby?
Gerald, can I get some soup over here, please? Bread too, if you have some. Ah, good a bit. Good to see you here.
Yes, Jaeger. There's a matter I've been wanting to speak with you about. Kind of reaches down inside of courier bag he has at his hip and retrieves a sheaf of paper. Sort of lays a few of them out in front of himself, kind of spinning them in turn towards you. And as he does, he hands one to you and then one to Armando in due fashion until both of you have two or three papers in front of you.
Oh, no.
And Armando, it's Jaeger's contract binding him to the guild, stating that it's been paid in full. All he needs is a signature from the two of you, and that he himself will sign also when you guys complete one final task for him. If that is agreeable, he would ask that both of you sign.
I just
Ah.
Jaeger.
Yeah, look up happily, bite my fucking thumb, put my bloody footprint where the signature is. There you go, brother.
I sign it with the quill.
One is yours to keep, and one is mine.
So, what would
Nod and give him back one copy.
what is my last great
Yes.
accomplishment I must do for my friend Glitterbeard? So I flex, showing both arms, doing like the Olympian
So
stance.
I would have you everyone make spot checks. Forgive me, Armando Jaeger make listen checks because the two of you are mid combo.
23 for Sandoval.
15.
Okay. Genji.
My of yeah, I am busy focusing on my breakfast apparently.
24
It's a
on my
rough
listen
night.
check.
Rough night, trying to refuel.
Jaeger got a 24 on his listen.
Okay. Sandoval, you
Yep.
see coming in the front door, Vitalia Giuliani. And directly behind her is personal guard of the Giuliani family, a well-known one amongst most aristocrats. His name is Andrazio. A lot of rumors about who he truly is to the family. Um, Basically, know that all that you truly know about him is that he is a half orc. He is a eunuch slave, been raised in service to the Giuliani family. Um, has never known freedom. That's pretty much it that you know about him. You don't really hang out with the family much. But
Well,
those of you that got listen checks, you hear as she comes in, announces she is here looking for, and her eyes settle on Sandoval, looking for the Trimboli dog who had her brother beaten to death a half a block down the street.
I'll have you know, I built a shrine and I said I was sorry for that. Damn it.
My face is in my hands.
Yeah, I'm in game and out of game actually right now.
Tell us, Andy. It was a misunderstanding. Go on.
Glitterbeard's got his face in his hands too, doesn't he?
Yeah, you get up and begin talking.
No, I lean over to Glitterbeard, face still in my hands. She's no longer in your employ?
Yeah, Glitterbeard kind of smiles devilishly. Like, sounds according to me and all of the Empire that you're right.
Like, I'm sorry, Yeagar's my friend, but what the
Yeah, she steps towards you. Jaeger begins to point with her hand. As she does, the half orc places himself between her and Sandoval, who stood up. She begins to yell, "So you're the dog who murdered my brother?"
I'm a Jotun, ma'am.
Fine
It's
place,
Luna.
fine place to find you. Here, with your conspirator.
I would.
What have you to say for yourself?
I like alcohol.
Not
I would.
you. She
Oh,
kind of spits at your feet.
Would deny.
Think when spoken to.
I would deny having him killed, but I would acknowledge my role in his death.
Ha. So you don't deny.
I.
I'm edging to the other end of the table.
so to be fair, he wasn't really awake
Jaeger.
when it happened. I chased. Oh, wait.
Silence,
Stop it.
please.
Sorry.
Know when your betters are speaking. She
That
kind
is
of.
true. I am still just but a boy.
I would put my hand on his
Particularly.
shoulder. I would, put my hand on look Jaeger's arm because his shoulder's kind of high. But
No, I'm kneeling.
I would, put my hand on his shoulder and say, like this is my matter to deal with.
Yeah,
I'm here if you
she
need me, friend.
stands forward and um anyone who's seen an
Reach
old
out.
Bugs Bunny cartoon, anyone who's ever seen an old Bugs Bunny cartoon knows what's about to happen. As she steps forward and is peeling her gloves off at the fingertips, she takes that final 5 foot step forward and leather palm slaps Sandoval with an empty glove, says, "You have insulted my family, and we seek satisfaction. Choose your second, for I will have a champion in my stead." Genji,
I grabbed Sandoval's hand.
Glitterbeard has produced a piece of paper and is writing furiously.
I am doing my best to. What is he writing?
I was like, so is Leander, by the way.
Of course, Leander is filling out the book like none other. Yeah,
What is?
Glitterbeard seems to be attempting to draft some form of contract, potentially uh, forms of witness. Somebody needs to sign. This needs to be official. He's going to try and officiate it.
Out of game. In this way, a duel would second would be just the person who sees to the details of the duel, like weapon, time, place.
Correct. She has already stated she will not be in the duel. She will have a champion in her stead, implying that she will be the second.
Hmm. Kind of look around the table.
I am at the other end. I'm basically pulling a Sandoval from that day where I'm just eating.
I raise an eyebrow when you look at me.
I would ask for volunteers.
Jaeger stands up.
I slump because I actually know the details of how to be a second, what it entails, and I'm looking at Jaeger like he does not.
No, in game, I'm like, I lean over to Glitterbeard and very quietly, second expected to take up the blade, or is this a Merovingian thing?
The second should be the one to convey the first's wishes and ensure everything is done properly and fairly.
No, Genji's like,
To act as an officiant for the first.
I will stand as the second for the captain of my ship.
Fair. And then she turns and she goes, "This is acceptable." She steps forward, takes a step towards Jaeger, and says, "Know that when they are finished cleaning him from the street, the authorities will have you in chains." She turns and walks away.
The authorities have already released him and seen no fault.
And who might you be?
If you don't know, then you don't deserve my name. Go.
Ah.
We will meet later to settle when and where. I know where to find you.
Truly,
Hmm.
you believe. How dare he cut me off?
I go back and sit at my table. And once they're gone,
Feel better?
Yeah,
once
the The half orc kind of looks about at all of you, kind of bows at the shoulder, turns,
Yep.
walks out wordlessly.
And then I look at Glitterbeard. Can you find out where they're staying?
Oh, I thought you knew, he says jokingly.
I know people. And honestly, I didn't want to listen to her anymore.
That's fair.
He
She's a
knows
bit of a
Decker.
cunt.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's fair. She's a bit of a cunt. And he kind of covers his mouth sheepishly. Forgive me.
That's probably my fault.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Never a dull
not-
day with you around. Huh?
Well, I mean, it's not
Anyways.
just the brother thing.
It seems Armando got her panties in such a bunch, she forgot to give us any details on when and where the duel was going to take place. Someone chase her down and find out.
No, I said I'd contact her later.
But yeah, that would be not the first time her panties have been in a bunch.
Oh,
Oh, she was.
I hear a steamy tale. Is that what I hear?
Less steamy, more drunk and sloppy.
Oh, you spare no details, sir, as he begins to like butter a biscuit.
And this is not a euphemism this time.
Yeah, she was certainly quite Tsukoshi Ama.
A bit.
Out of game, what?
Little bitch.
Oh,
Like,
Um,
Genji's not impressed.
She was upset about her brother being killed.
among other things.
Do you truly believe that she is here on any real authority?
No.
Or do you think she's just mad and has her dog here on a leash, prepared to kill our friend?
You may think he's going to.
By the way, that was Glitterbeard who said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He just called Sandoval his friend.
It's not lost on him.
Okay. Just ensuring that it wasn't.
Not lost on
Nor
him, but
was
Sandoval's kind of
nor was it the
single-minded right
inappro-
now.
That's fair. But I was just making sure that you didn't think that it was a slip of the tongue on my behalf. I know for whatever reason, this word holds a lot of gravity with this group. So
And Genji pretty much has. I was going to try and say something and everybody spoke. I'm like, Genji's like, I believe that she may be overestimating her man, ever so slightly. Maybe.
this
See,
is
He's
fair.
not me, that's for sure.
I kind of tilt my head side to side. I'm like, he seemed capable, but I'm not sure there was
Capable.
any spirit in his step.
Capable, sure, but as you noted, he fights for a contract, not for himself, not for his own honor.
He fights for a
Glitterbeard,
contract. I believe he's part of their family, so to speak. A slave raised as a child amongst them. It's quite
Depends who
common.
you ask. I mean, there were some, well, only hearsay, but that there was a slight familial relation.
Ooh, awkward for somebody else. And I go,
Mind, it was only a rumor.
Of course.
In other words, Sandoval couldn't find any truth to the matter.
That's fair. You nobles and you aristocrats, you keep terribly dark secrets and skeletons in the closet.
I mostly keep swords and coats, but
Yeah, depends on which family, huh?
Hmm. Occasionally, yeah. Some rum if the pantry's full.
So, Decker be walking in next.
The roll I made was to remember the rules for dealing with a duel of this like this. Since it's not really
Okay.
something I've worried about for a long time.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure you remember how to do it. Um, the funny part, you'll be the guy checking all the equipment, and it'll be so since they have asked for the duel, the traditional rule would be that Sandoval would choose the weapon.
Right.
And so officially, it will be they issue the duel. He accepts and then says, what type of weapon, and then they set a place and time, and you will procure weapons and meet up at the place with the other second, which will be her.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you will meet with an official, which Glitterbeard will take the liberty to do, and check up stuff, and that will be it. Set time. Everything will be handed to Glitterbeard, kept in a locked case, so that no one can manipulate the weaponry. And everybody will meet back up and kill each other.
Yay! Good, wholesome family entertainment.
There would be at depending on the severity of a duel would be, generally it would be you would decide on what determines the outcome of the duel, but as she has stated, she seeks satisfaction. It is to the death.
The
Correct.
duel itself goal.
She wants the duel to end in someone's death. Usually, yes, they would ask for the duel. You would accept. They would set the terms, and then you would pick a weapon. But we skipped the part where she sets, to the first cut or to the death, because it was already known she wants you dead.
All right. Well, Sandoval, Trimboli, what is your choice for weapons?
I would
Pistol,
unbelt my sword.
rapier.
I would unbelt my sword and hand it over.
Very
As you're
well.
doing so, Decker walks up. Oh, you're not happy to see me, are you?
What? In character.
Keep your pants on, mate. I just only walked in the door. There'll be plenty of time for that.
Considering that he has a duel to fight soon, I think
Oh,
that's
well,
it.
then you'll definitely want to keep your pants on, mate. Jeez. Won't win any duels with your knickers on.
I mean, he probably could, but
Nuh-uh.
Catch him with your pads down. Ha!
I believe the goal is to catch them with their pants down.
What duel are you having, mate?
fencing.
Well, how can you show your enemy your ass if you can't? If I don't understand these Merovingian.
Glitterbeard is beat red.
Genji is snickering too. Like he
You got like fencing, and he immediately thought of a dirty joke. but didn't want to say it.
Why does only the dwarf get my humor?
Well, Sandoval's fairly good at fencing.
Decker
Verbal.
kind of gives the side eye to Leander. Why you only wearing half glasses, mate? It's called a monocle, have you know? It looks like half glasses.
You're not half wrong.
Oh, a bit of wit, eh?
Hmm?
Hey, come here. Let me sit with you.
Hello, Nora. You're looking better.
Yeah, she's kind of banged up, a few bruises, but she'll be all right. She passed out due to smoke inhalation.
What happened, Nora?
So, since the Ecclesians sort of, I'm not real sure what you word to use, but since they've slighted the Emperor publicly with their flying ship expose, it's not really safe for elves to walk about freely at the moment. They don't care if you're from Mauve, Tiveria, or Ecclesia. Currently, though, it's not safe, depending on who catches you. So, Varden Claypool, being Mauve descent himself, opened his gates at one of his compounds for elves of all Mauve descent. And so she kind of motions at herself. I took it upon myself to hide. Little did I know, someone else took it upon themselves to blow up my hiding place. I'm sure you heard it.
Yes, but how did you? Out of game, didn't she come in the door like right when the explosions were going off?
They were still going off.
Right, but I'm like they didn't. I didn't hear them until like right before she came in the door. The first ones.
No, she came in the
Correct.
door like a couple moments after the first initial explosion.
Right, but not long enough for her to have gotten from there to here, unless it
No.
blew her here.
Yeah, remember you had to cross the river. And so Armando, yes, and so you're sort of in the right vein. She was blown part of the way here, but the the Thieves Guild doesn't walk openly in the streets if they don't have to.
I was like, they were doing a damn fine job of it a couple weeks ago.
How quickly the tides of Arch can march.
Here, go or send someone to the apothecary and have him mix this up. I'll hand her another slip of paper. It should aid your recovery.
Ah, a doctor, huh? She kind of gives you those flirty eyes. My mom always said I should marry a doctor. Take good care of me, right? Decker, shove off. Whatever.
Ladies, you're both beautiful.
I don't think it.
I'm sorry.
You really got to learn to keep it in her pants.
Sorry, your wife in the background. I say that and she goes, "Heh." I'm like the timing.
Yeah. Decker, he's like, she's really got to learn to keep it in her pants.
I'm kind of giving him a side eye because he always acts so jealous about me.
And so he kind of starts helping himself to food. You sent for me.
Well,
Glitterbeard starts to kind of talk to starts to kind of talk to Decker about some plans he would like to have for the place, but also says they're pretty in depth and they should set a meeting. Decker's like, well, then it sounds to me like I was invited to breakfast. And just starts eating.
so my tiny brain has already forgotten her name. Do you have it on here? You do not. We also had a visitor this morning before you came in. You may have passed her on the street. Young lady, about yay tall, dark hair, uh, resting
Had a
bitch face.
dickless half orc with her.
Yep,
Yes, the Tuliani cunt.
that's her. Do you notice she's
Yes,
staying?
gods no.
Can you find out?
Yeah, I could try. But
I doubt
she,
she's
like the
going to make
rest
it
of us,
hard.
well, like the rest of those bloody nobles and aristocrats, they like their cloaks and daggers, mate. Sure, I'll dig around, see what I can find.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I apparently this message didn't fucking send. Sam,
Sir.
I quietly slipped out shortly after she left.
Ah,
Basically, the
beautiful.
moment after he said, "I don't actually know where she is," I'd sent you a message, a whisper, or I thought I had, and apparently it did not.
Okay.
I'd leaned over, whispered in Glitterbeard's ear, "I got it," and I'd slipped out after them.
Oh, well, I don't know that. So
Okay. He would have caressed your hand, kind of, you know, grip tightly, sort of ensuring, like be careful kind
I
of
plan to be.
notion. Excellent. Then, okay. At this point in the conversation, um, Armando,
mhm.
Sandoval, Jaeger, I need you guys to all roll spot checks.
22. Or no, 23. Again.
Pretty good for me.
You
19.
notice. You notice. Jaeger. Oh,
Unnatural 20.
Hopefully I get the second.
it's still weird to say it that way. Anyways, yes, all of you notice at around this time that that Genji is gone.
Where did our small Taverian friend go?
Glitterbeard kind of looks over and, oh, I hadn't noticed.
I find
Anyone who has hung out with Glitterbeard and Genji in the same room doesn't need a sense motive. You know he's lying.
yeah, I definitely know he's lying.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
So like Decker, Nora, other people at the bar, potentially Leander, they don't know he's lying, but the rest of the core group, you're aware. Glitterbeard just told a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys anywhere closer? Anywhere closer than
And
So,
Genji will return momentarily, potentially with direction.
I don't think there's anything up there.
what
Or at the
made you
very
want
least,
to
a
cut
location.
the contract short? There,
I
Glitterbeard.
didn't cut the contract short. It was bought.
By who?
Watermelon.
It's good to have family.
By watermelon.
What?
It's good to have family, is it not?
Jaeger gets up, leaves the rusty knuckle. I'm heading to the ship.
Oh my god.
Sandoval is coincidentally not because of Jaeger, but also heading towards the ship to prepare himself.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Oh. Thank you, dead man.
You're welcome.
You're in trouble.
Oh.
Oh. Hang on, where is it? None of that is right. Okay.
Sorry.
So I sit here and just have breakfast for a while, I guess.
Yes, everyone kind of finishes their meal. Does anyone have special stuff they'd like to do? Genji will be back before the meal is over, I think.
Okay. So is their second also investigating checking his sword before it's turned over?
Yes, they will
So I have to
both
take his
hand their
sword with me.
swords. They'll both hand their swords over to Glitterbeard. Well, you will hand,
Yeah.
and she will hand both swords over to Glitterbeard.
Okay. So I have to take his sword with me so they can check it before we hand it over. Because I don't
Correct.
think he's going with me to see them.
No, and same with Andrazio. He will not be there either.
Okay. Oh. So. Do
Sam,
Spot
you'll need.
checks.
new spot
I want
checks.
spot checks from everyone.
I see many things.
Okay.
Uh, 18.
Alrighty. Not a 23 this time. It is a 13.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, sniper, right?
And oops. Shit. I got rid of Nora's piece.
Yeah. A lot of time I'll just move them to the GLA so
Anyway,
they'll be out of the way.
yeah, I didn't mean to slide her that far off of the map.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's elusive. Anyways, that's all it was. It was Nora sneaking back in and heading on behind the bar.
Yeah, the thing I gave her, it's just basically it gives a bonus to long term healing checks.
Okay.
Our short Tiberian is not so short anymore.
Mayo Lodge.
That's what Glitterbeard said.
Oh.
And
Nothing.
no, here's the thing. He got it. He's just kind of raising an eyebrow in amusement.
And you got yeah, Genji.
That's normal.
Genji makes his way back in.
I immediately head over. Well, first, stride over real quick. Actually, I just stride over to Glitterbeard, sit down. I'm like, they are at a manor and I give the general directions and address.
Kind of
Okay,
genuinely
Sandoval.
good.
Sandoval, as he gives the description and address of said location, knowledge local. Anyone who has knowledge
Yep.
can roll one.
I wasted all mine on my spot check to see Nora coming back in.
And that's fair.
19 for knowledge local.
Okay. Yeah, it's mine. And you from the vague description, you're not 100% sure, but come on, kiddo. Hold on, guys.
Child is about to die.
Weren't yelling this time. Actually, while he's gone, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Sorry, guys.
I'm back. Did other people run off too?
Yeah.
Sam, I had meant to ask if you knew who somebody was.
Who?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Hold on, I gotta.
That's that's pretty funny.
The Muffin Man?
Who's on Drury Lane?
She's married to the Muffin Man. Dang it, I don't want to actually go to it. There we go. Thomas Jordan?
Yes, that is my uncle.
Okay.
Jordan Photography
Cool. All right,
is
because he
his.
had made a, I believe he is subscribed and he made a comment on the video about your comments about the asshole son. Let's face it, at this point, I don't think anybody that's not, one of us or is in contact with one of us has watched it. Which is, not terribly
Yeah, and
surprising.
he'll consume anything we put on there because he'll pop it on and listen to it while he like edits, his pictures and shit.
Yeah. All right.
It's his wife who is the artist that I'm trying to goad into drawing on our behalf.
That would be nice.
Yeah. It's just making it a part of her schedule is the only thing that needs to happen
Oh my lord.
because it's art and all things art. That's her. I just
Is,
I just don't want to be scheduled 7 months out from now
right. Is
for
everybody
a,
on?
for a 20-minute sketch.
Yeah.
Is everyone back?
I am here.
I've been back.
I never left.
Jameson. Oh, Jameson. Where is your mic now?
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
There he is.
Can.
Can't now.
All right. That's everybody.
Okay. From the vague and brief description given by Genji, you're pretty sure sorry that I don't want to say the wrong name. I have it up on hold. I'm checking the list. The person's house, forgive me, manor that she had entered. His name is Goggish Broken Tooth. He is an orc from Tiveria. He's actually a Tiberian lord. Lord of War, they refer to him as. He is the ambassador to Mav, known as a sword master amongst his people. A fair and just man. Seems to be linked with the family in some capacity, or at the very least, attempting to officiate. Maybe? Not real sure. But yeah, do you convey that to the table?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so Genji, that holds a little weight for you. There
Uh,
are there are let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 Taverian lords. This is one of their manners.
oh,
Yeah. There are 2 that frequent places within the Empire and Moth. One is Gargesh Broken Tooth. He is an orc. The other is Lord Larkin, Lucien Larkin. He is the ambassador to the Empire itself. So it seems
And lovely, we lost Discord altogether. Sam, the
Loud
last
and
thing I
clear.
heard from you was "and so," and then it paused. I thought you just paused for a moment, and then it was a really, really long pause.
and so no. Sandoval, having finished his breakfast in silence, which is odd for himself, um, kind of picks his things up, goes back to the ship. Seems he has some mental preparation and actual preparation to do. And then Genji is about to tell us what he has in store.
actually,
Genji?
I am asking. Uh, I look at Armando. I'm like, do you wish for me to accompany you? Go.
Do
Let's go. Let's get
I'm not sure.
what I've been needing.
Kind of leans over, looks at you, Armando. It's like, the man wants to meet a Taverian lord. There are only a few of them. Come.
I shrug. I'm like, I can't deny that would be an interesting thing. He kind of paused, but you are my, and I worry for you.
I have no issue with it. But this will likely be a very short visit.
Mother God.
Soon as done, sooner we can move on to other things. I look at Glitterbeard since he's wanting to officiate.
Especially
He'd like to, but I mean, once Gargesh Broken Tooth's name got dropped, I mean, really no need for anyone else to officiate if he's there. Glitterbeard will accompany on foot because he believes being carried in a litter next to you guys is in bad taste. So he will accompany you on foot just to see if Broken Tooth is there. And if he is there and will officiate, then he will not be needed.
As we're going, I ask if I've shown him my concept drawings for a steam-powered cart.
Oh, heavens. No.
No, it's not as far along as I'd like to, but the idea shows promise.
Hmm.
But out of game, steam-driven cart.
Uh-huh.
So Genji actually asks, he's like, so what do you plan to call it?
these are so great. You ever gotten a can?
I think we've established I'm not so great with names.
This is true. It's been established.
Fair.
I was just calling it the steam-driven cart on the plans. Straight and to the point, you know? Don't know why everyone's always got to make it complicated.
Well, out of game. Just because. In game. Car?
They say I'm good at reading things. That'll never catch on.
Yeah.
It's just, more like just
That's
a
funny.
horseless carriage.
Oh, I like that name. Horseless carriage. Has a ring to it.
It does.
If I was there, hear me out. Steam cart.
That's it's right on the forehead, isn't it?
Yeah, well, some people need to be beaten there occasionally in order to get the message.
Hmm.
Such a hard one.
And out of game, the steam wagons are what the steam powered ones were actually referred to as. They're quite cool, actually, and massive, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So a thought that occurred to me, like literally, we're getting ready to leave. I'm like, one moment. I dash to my room. Come back a minute later. All right.
I quirk
Would be worried?
in your direction. direction that helps.
Out of game. I just put away most of my weapons. I am not walking into the home of a Tiberian lord carrying my usual arsenal. Considering he has better ninja than me, I don't want to take the chance of them getting offended. I also don't want to actually go through the effort of disarming and then having to collect them all from somebody.
They'll disarm me. I need my arms. What do you mean they'll disarm me?
Both of them.
I very much envisioned that him having to take out all his weapons would basically amount to the
Like Mr. Potato Head style, they just pop off his arms. You'll get these when you leave. Aww.
Oh, I'm gonna need them.
How am
So
I supposed to pay? It's what the servants are for.
you almost killed me.
Yeah, what a way to go.
And so you guys walking on foot. Begin. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you make your way to the place where two guards sort of inform you that Gaugish is nowhere around. Um, the Tuliani family, however, is staying in the guest house. Having been informed of the duel, the guards here just simply ask that whoever is going to officiate and the second come inside. Um, Seeing that you have a Taverian accompanying you, however, they sort of treat that as a separate endeavor and approach Genji. Another person approaches you and asks, "What business you have with Lord
I was
Gorgish?"
accompanying my friend.
Oh, you're with them. Okay.
They're kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they kind of actually mention it to the guard. Say the other Taverian is with the dueling party. At which point you're granted access with Armando.
I thank them in Tiberian.
Yes, they bow at the hip very deeply, kind of allow you pass by before they um, come back up from their bow. Armando, you are led to a foyer where there is a desk, person seated. Um, yeah, you come in. They ask, what seems to be manner of business. You inform them of the duel,
Mm-hmm.
at which point they kind of seem a little confused. Roll a sense motive.
Oh dear.
She went off and did this without permission. Is that what my total of 20? It's completely natural, just not on the die. Yes. These 20s are all natural.
They're natural. Yes, they're natural.
Yes, my crits are natural. Why do you ask?
Is that all you back there?
All right.
18
yes.
on my side.
Uh, yeah, Genji, you too pick up that person is caught slightly off guard by the comment. Um, they, however, roll with it. They don't seem to stop or question it. Almost as though if you were to ask them, you're pretty sure they'd give an answer in some form of, it's above my pay grade. You
Pass the
are,
buck.
however, you are, however, noticing the distinct lack of a host. There is no Tiberian lord here.
Hmm? It's his manor doesn't mean he's currently in residence.
I mean, we were told he wasn't.
Okay.
Also,
Person draws up some paperwork. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jim.
but also, I'm not necessarily saying this right now, but I will bring it up later if I remember. If I, as the player, remember. Also raises the interesting question: does he actually know what's that they are at his manor?
That's not my problem.
That's a fair question.
No,
Sounds
will.
like a Tuliani problem.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
That is a complete comparison.
So you guys stand there as the person drawing up paperwork sort of sheepishly apologizes for not having everything ready. And immediately offers some form of refreshment, be it warm, cold, alcoholic, non alcoholic, your preference, while he draws up paperwork, which should only be a few moments. Taking a few moments to do that out of the room, you guys have a couple, like 2 or 3 minutes in the room by yourselves. I didn't think you guys would be up to any nefarious shit.
no.
Although you guys could always opt in for nefarious shit. So this would be that opportune time.
Subtlety is not really my strong suit.
When nobody's looking, I rub some of my ass on the furniture.
Oh, yeah, you guys catch Jaeger over there. He's doing
How
the
the
boot
fuck did he
scoot
get
boogie like a dog across like a
He just comes
keep
through
you
like a
outside.
dog rubbing his butt on the carpet, and he just goes across the entire room as we sit there like.
Does a
Did,
circle, leaves.
yeah, I tried to let her be. When did he get here? Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't with us.
And that's when I 180 stood around out of the room. How dare you, brother?
He just snail trailing the whole time. When's the last time you wiped, dude? It's like wiping a marker. What the fuck?
Oh.
Alrighty then.
And so after about 10 minutes or so, paperwork is brought. It seems a little ramshackle, but everything seems appropriate. Um, they assume you have an officiate that will sign, and they allow you to sign on behalf of the Trimboli combatant. Also, they have sent for Batellia, who comes signs her portion of the paperwork. Also, you are dropping off a sword, right? The Taverian rapier.
Mm-hmm.
She is dropping off an Ecclesian estoc.
By the way, when I do sign the papers, Armando Di Ecclesi on behalf of Captain Sandoval Trimboli.
Yeah, and then she goes to sign, and noticing his title, kind of sneers. Captain. I bet. She begins to sign her portion. Looks up.
He's the best captain I employ.
As she does, she kind of catches your eye, Armando. She's Izzy. Huh. I remember when he was nothing but a boy, playing for seconds.
Out of game, I don't.
Roll your sense motive.
I'm like, don't say it, but. Nope, not a clue.
That's fair.
22.
She's a female scorned, man. Doesn't really seem like she's telling the whole story. She might be a little upset about the way that Sandoval probably has burned her in the past. On top of the fact that now he got her brother killed.
I'm just.
It has already been mentioned that Sandoval did take her as a lover at least once.
Yeah.
You're seeing the wrath of a woman scorned.
No.
Looking over at you, she notices you kind of noticing as she sort of taken aback covers the hemline of her the breast line of her bustier as she, what are you looking at, sir? Genji.
I kind of raise an eyebrow. First,
Yeah, she's implying you're staring at her tits.
Jaeger is totally staring at her tits.
You're not in there.
Damn it!
Oh, damn.
You got up and left before we did. I still don't know where you went.
I went to the ship.
Only Genji and Armando are in the room right now, anyways. So even if you did go with them, which, by the way, yeah, you rolled out before everyone.
Telepathically, Armando stared her tits for me. Please. That's what your brother would want.
Do the yachting thing and look at her boobs.
I just kind of raise an eyebrow at her, and I just roll my eyes and.
Yeah, she calls you a cad. As the man behind the desk sort of, can we carry this on, ma'am, a little faster, please? I'm sure you're offended, and he's offended, and we're all offended. And at some point, we'll all be at the end of one another's rapiers, but not today. I've not enough paperwork for that, please. She kind of springs a leak, turns and walks out.
What, like she starts crying?
No, she turns and walks out.
Okay.
Well,
Gideon has a mildly baffled look on his face and shakes his head.
You got nothing to worry about, man. You're with a dude.
So yeah, that's kind of his thought. First off, he's like, because I'll be honest, I think at some point I did decide Genji is bi but largely gay. Like
It would
he's
seem
aware that women are a thing and has even slept with one or two, but it's most of them don't do anything for him.
that's fair.
So he's like, woman, you got nothing I'm interested in.
maybe if she grows
And so the uh the duel will happen at sunrise with swords.
okay.
Whoever wants to be there can be there, but the duelist named on this paperwork and their second should definitely be there. Um, the official, who is Glitterbeard, the items for the duel will be dropped off to him, and it will be his responsibility to get all of those things there. Winner of the duel is to be recorded by his scribes. Any of the items from the person killed in the duel to be collected by their second and returned to the family. And that's pretty much it.
Very well.
I would tell you that I hope your duelist fares well, but I don't think it matters. Either way, someone's gonna end up hurt.
Yes. Well, more people will end up hurt. The pain just continues to spread.
Seems to be the way of the Empire. He
Yes.
says with some he says with a little bit of empathy and some irony, almost like a credo. The way of the Empire.
Hmm?
If that is all,
Thank him. Turn and
okay. Okay.
out of game. Do I give Glitterbeard the sword now, or
Uh, no, they'll document it and get some more stuff together. Put it in a they'll put everything in boxes. It will all be locked up and then hand it off to Glitterbeard,
oh,
ensuring no one has tampered with any of the weaponry.
okay? So where is the duel? It's at dawn, but where?
It's at dawn at the beach
At the beach.
here. Yes, here at this manor has beachfront property. You guys will duel there, beach.
Alrighty. I shall out of game thank them for their time. Be showed out and yeah, head to find Sandoval, who said he was going to the ship, to let him know.
Okay. You guys head to the ship, where you find Sandoval.
And Jaeger.
And Jaeger is there as well.
At this point, Sandoval is making sure his leather armor is well oiled.
Yule would
His
be
duel,
eating you.
his dueling cloak is pristine. In other words, Sandoval is preparing his things. He's not wearing his captain's garb to this one. He is wearing his finest set of clothing, as befits someone of his station. So right now he's in preparation of these clothes. He's, not quite to his small clothes, but his boots are being polished, everything. So he's, wearing pants, but that's about it.
Well, Sandoval,
He would look up from what he's doing.
it is to be tomorrow at dawn.
He nods.
The manor will host the duel on their beach.
Captain Sandoval, I have a request for you after your duel.
Hi.
You, brother, it is your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Would you sail me home after your fight?
Well, we have to do whatever job for Glitterbeard, but that was the plan, yes.
Sandoval, would you journey me home?
He nods. He's not going to talk much. He's mentally preparing himself.
Guys, mentally preparing.
Oh, Decker, now's not the time. How'd you get here anyway? You always have a knack for popping up.
I'm everywhere, but nowhere.
Stealthy when he wants to be.
Who told you I wasn't stealthy?
Sandoval.
I raise my hand.
Ian, he's a fucking lot. And I don't even get me started on you.
What armor do you wear, Jameson?
Leather.
Just leather? Okay. Never mind then.
That's it. It's. I don't need to impede my movement over much. Kind of defeats the whole duelist thing.
Excuse me, Genji. Don't mind me. Just get between you and you here. Ah, there we are. No, nice and snug.
But yeah, in preparation for the duel, I'd still be wearing my hat and boots because they're
Oh, of
special,
course.
and honestly, they go with everything. So
That's
yeah,
fair. They go with everything.
normally for a duel
So
of this
deep.
stature, I would be wearing Trimboli colors, but
Holy shit, she's massive. What a woman.
Told you to prepare for the duel.
Now I'm totally looking at her tits.
It's hard not to when they're that big.
It's kind of like from Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
I want to ride that ride, Dad. Me too.
All right.
But yeah,
So without further ado, um, Sandoval, do you want to talk any shit?
nope.
No. Honestly, didn't think anyone else really wanted to talk a whole bunch of shit. Bit of a serious endeavor. You notice you have several people here on your behalf. She does not. Only her servant. She seems relatively confident and
But yeah, being that I'm, not currently, well, at least to my knowledge, not currently allowed to wear family colors, I'd be wearing all black. Except for my
fair.
purple dueling cloak. Or whatever color you said it was. I think it was purplish in color anyway.
Right.
Believe you had another name for it, but it's a shade of purple.
So yeah, I think we called it indigo or something potentially. Violet, I mean. But
Yeah,
whatever. Who cares?
yeah.
But
It's a
anyways,
pinkish purple shade.
yeah. Anyways, Andrazio steps up and in Ecclesian, kind of as he places his stock in front of his face, kind of that old,
No way.
dueler's bow kind of thing, says to you in Ecclesian, we should try to kill each other fast.
I would I would salute with my sword in Merovingian fashion and say, and reply in Ecclesian. A swift and clean is always best.
My goodness.
Steps forward and sort of prepares himself, and you can roll your initiative.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this.
Uh, yeah, I don't see it truly taking a whole lot more than a few rounds.
Okay.
Although, let me go ahead and ask, would you guys like to wait?
I think we can do the
Just in
battle.
case it.
I don't think we can do any follow
Okay.
At any rate, I'd like to lock in this initiative
up.
because I rolled. I already rolled for it, and I like it.
Okay. What do you
So,
got?
24.
Come on, honey. Not right now. 24? No,
Yeah.
he said 24, silly. All right.
And I would wrap my dueling cloak around my arm as I stepped forward in an unguard, and I need to drop a carrot. Well, I don't suppose it matters. You can move him. It's not like I don't know. I
Oh,
might
yeah,
be
but you
dancing
can
around.
drop one. Yeah, I was going to say you could drop one.
I might dance around. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, if you wanna, there we go. I would step up at an unguard
Oh, yeah.
with my dueling cloak, wrapped around my offhand, and it probably need not be said, but I'm applying my full dodge bonus to him,
Okay.
and that's
What does
gonna,
that bring your armor class up to?
with the circumstance for the dueling cloak and the dodge bonus, it brings it up to a 20.
20. All righty. How the fuck did I lose my pencil? I didn't move.
You had a little girl.
Ah, spectacular superpower that I also share.
Oh.
Give me that. Crazy kiddo. My pencil. Yep. Thank you. All right. And you go first.
My first attack is going to be a 26 to hit.
Did you get him?
Alright. And that'll be 9 points of damage on that one, and then I'd like to use my second attack for a 27 to hit. I rolled better on that one.
Yeah, that gets him.
Oh, does that so I guess that's a confirm actually. It's a critical. Now let me see if I can confirm
roll to
that.
back it up. Yeah.
Does a 22 confirm?
It does.
Alrighty then. That would
Shink
be
shank.
20 points of damage.
Ooh.
So for a total of 29
Shank
on my first.
winces as
my-
copious amounts of blood sort of pour forth from his mouth.
Maybe
He
not that
leans
fast.
leans forward and looks to you and says, "Very good."
I nod back.
And the people watching, it's kind of hard to see Andrazio's arm as he flicks his wrist in one direction. The blade kind of moves and then zigzags at the same time in the opposite direction. As Sandoval, you are struck twice. First one, you take 8 damage. Second one, you take 10 damage.
Well struck.
And Sandra begins walking towards Vitellia. Leander kind of, love, I don't think that's the best idea. She is very obviously distraught. It is your turn, Sandoval.
Good. Attack for a. Well. That one definitely hits. And does it confirm? Yeah, it confirms. That was a natural 20 on my confirm roll. So that's a 36 to hit for the confirm roll.
Yeah. And you miss. No, you got it.
Yes, his crits are natural.
So that hit takes 24 points of damage.
Jesus.
Have faith
I
in your brother,
maximized.
Lady Vol. I trust him.
And I'm pretty sure this one misses.
Okay.
But does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
However, your first strike from that blow sort of causes him to stagger as he takes a knee briefly, clutches his chest. Look up at you. He's still capable of fighting. Caught a little bit off guard with that fucking massive amount of damage. Roll your sense motive.
Give me a moment. My skill page doesn't like to load for whatever reason. Roll20 is not wanting me to switch between tabs. Okay, there we go. Uh, 24.
Okay. And as he sort of flicks to do the same motion he did last time, he instead reverses his momentum while flicking his wrist and sort of catches you off guard. You're caught flat-footed.
So that means my it's a 14 AC for that one.
You take 19 damage as he runs you through
Owie.
all the way down the fucking length of it. Doink. He critted you.
I respond
Yeah.
with
More violence?
yeah, does a I'm gonna assume a 29 confirms. Man, I love this improved crit.
Yes. Yes, it does confirm.
Well, not as much damage that time.
And at the crit done to Sandoval, several people in the crowd sort of take a 2 or 3 foot step forward as everyone kind of there's well maybe not Genji. I didn't mean to grab yours. But people are
Genji.
sort of on their feet now as they are witnessing the most violent 30 seconds they've ever seen.
Oddly enough, like if they're looking like they're coming to interfere, I will actually move to intercept.
Nope, just sort of excited.
Okay.
Kind of the knee jerk. Oh my god.
Yeah, more like, oh, my friend, I would like to aid him. But that's not the rules.
So that first attack just does
Wait, you fight.
16 points of damage.
Okay. At which point you drop him to a -3. What does it look like?
As I lunge forward, batting his sword aside. Kinda
Yes, he intends to
I would
block
hook
it.
his kinda hook the blade underneath his hilt and pop it up as I grab his sword. With drop my dueling cloak, grab his sword with my offhand in a reverse grip, and then plunge my sword right above his breastbone. Like right into where his throat is, and pull it out and do the wrist flick that knocks the blood off.
Right. Yes, and he would sort of lean forward and drop down to a knee. Yet again, tip of his rapier sort of in the sand as he looks up, kind of taking last stock of the final images he will see. Goes to speak, and as he does, blood churns upward, spills down his chin as he kind of loses his balance, falters, spins off the tip of his rapier, S-stock, forgive me, and just falls.
If I could, I would catch him.
Sprawled on his back, staring up at the sky, and
If I could,
dying.
if I could, I would catch him as he falls and lay him down gently,
Yes.
you know, facing the sun. Honorable combat and all.
Yes. And he reaches up to your lapel, pulls you closer, and says to you, I yet live.
That being said, since he is down for the count,
I believe
would-
he's stabbed you one last time.
huh?
He's imploring you for one last stab.
Correct.
And I
He
would.
pulled you close enough because his strength is failing him. He's pulled you close enough that you can hear him. He says, I yet live.
So I would.
Implying he will follow the letter of the duel. If you let him live, there will be another.
I would prop him up. Let him see the sun one last time.
Yes.
And that would be a
pink tear kind of down his cheek as he watches
be a
the sun.
24 to hit.
No, you don't need to roll.
But yeah, I would finish him off.
Yeah. It's clean. Kind of take his life as he watches the sun come up for one final time. At which point, Vitalia runs over, falls to her knees about 10 feet away, sobbing. Because she knows she cannot approach till you are done. If you so wanted, you could do whatever you wanted to his corpse. The only rules stated was that you leave his stuff.
At this point, I would, if it is clear that the light has gone from his eyes, I would close them and walk away. Like do the two fingers over the eyes.
Fair.
And lay his, I would reverse grip his, or reverse his sword to where it's pommel facing up towards his chin, and his dueling hand grasping the hilt on his chest.
Vitalia crawls the last 10 feet to his side, holds his head in her lap as she weeps.
Is your
Looks
honor
up at you.
satisfied, lady?
Leave me, you monsters.
You'll come again.
As
You're gonna kill the
I say
gravity there, huh?
again, is your honor satisfied?
Sandra walks up behind her and kind of looks over at you, Armando. Says,
Have her make a sense motive. since
That's
she's the
an-
one looking at me.
That's who? Sandra?
Yeah.
Sense motive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is she sensing?
Did you see my message? I'm not doing this to be cruel.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did see.
Not that she knows what
Yeah,
I'm doing, but
as Sandra kind of walks up. And that's what, yeah, she looks and sees you as that's enough, Vitalia. He's done. She begins to weep. Sandra's helping her up.
Leander.
Do what you will. Leander.
And I pull up.
Right away, boss.
I grab the pack.
Glitterbeard. The fuck?
I'll see him like
Yeah, everyone's kind of, crowding around now.
You might not want to be this close.
see him saying, I'm actually reaching out, grabbing Glitterbeard. We need to step back.
Sandoval's walking away now.
Oh my.
Sandoval's like, oh, this again.
No, Sandoval
AJ.
has
Everybody get clear, move.
Sandoval has walked away. He's probably turning around to see what the commotion is, but the duel is over. At this point, the honorable thing for, as Sandoval sees it, would be to, leave her in her grief.
Decker is walking with Sandoval. You all right, mate? He ain't said much.
Claire! And
And
there was a bolt of lightning.
At this
And
point, Sandoval says he needs an apothecary.
Oh.
Perhaps a barber.
Come along, mate. Get that hair seen too.
Actually, the
And
barber
yes.
surgeons.
Decker's
Sorry.
aware of this, but he's
Yeah,
Decker.
I know. I said it. I'm like, he knows. He's being a smartass.
Yeah.
He gasps.
You zap him. He kind of, leans up, hacks up the last few remnants of lung fluid that had settled, kind of begins the same upchucking, convulsing motion, and settles into Leander's arms, breathing. As Vitalia kind of wide-eyed crawls back the extra couple feet, looks up at you with a tear-streaked face.
I put the stuff
What have you
back in the
done?
bag. See to your man. And I just turned.
What have you done?
I have returned him to you.
Yeah, and she just kind of begins to weep and fawn over the body as she begins to collect her man in her arms.
And I
Sandra.
stop and I turn back. I'm like, you will speak of this to no one.
I swear it. I swear it. Leander kind of, an honorable man. Honorable man. This portion of the book will write itself. I don't have to do much.
And we trail behind Sandoval. I'm sure Glitterbeard and which one is that?
Yule.
Oh, that is Yule. Yeah. Yule didn't see it last, or did Yule see it last time? I don't remember.
No.
No, we hadn't. No, Yule was on the ship. So yeah, Glitterbeard
Correct.
and Yule are looking at me like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys.
That being concluded, Sandoval
Swear
would
we'll
ask.
call a pause.
Yeah. Well, Sandoval would ask Yule for aid, getting him to the healers.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck did they know where
Yeah.
to do this?
We're not kidding. He really needs help.
No, she
Yeah,
was just
that
more
stock
concerned with
wasn't
how
a
you
joke.
knew where the healer was,
Oh no.
I think.
No, I've been there
And
before.
I'm stopping the